so small now, look. I can't even... This is the oldest thing ever, but... What got me started into it, so...
All part of it, I suppose. I was on holiday with my dad and I just put my club under his arm, and there was a little driving range down on some tennis courts, and just started hitting a few balls, and I think the love of the game just grew from there. They never pushed me, that it was always on my own terms, and I was never forced to go, and I think that's why I continued to love the game growing up and never got bored of playing or didn't want to not go or not attend lessons or anything like that. So what are you going to do if it doesn't work out? Or what are you going to do if you don't turn pro? Or what are you going to do if you don't get your card at Q School? And I was like, at the end of the day, if I believed in myself, that was all I needed in order to try and succeed. Well, it has always been the biggest dream of mine to play professional golf on a main tour. There wasn't many tournaments and things I hadn't played in as an amateur. I'd kind of been to all of them, played in all of them, didn't have the most successful or decorated amateur career, but I kind of saw turning pro as like a clean slate. I did wonder at one point whether there was going to be any kind of longevity in my golf career, because it got to the point where it was tearing me down so much mentally that I didn't think I could carry on. I'm just going to keep working as hard as I possibly can to prove these people wrong. I kind of used it as energy to make me better. LET Access is like the feeder tour that goes into the LET. And they have a series of, I think, 14 events throughout the year. I knew that when I started that my goal was going to be to get into the top 7 so that I could move on to the LET. And I think it's such a professional and well-run golf tour that it prepares you so well for that next step. So my first title on the LET Access Series was at Mill Green last year in August, and it is definitely one of the most special moments of my career. The week before I was playing in Slovakia and I hadn't had the best week, I missed the cut. I just went out with, like, if I stick to my game plan, you know, and do everything, take advantage of the opportunities where they present themselves, everything else will take care of itself. And I was coming down the last hole, and up to that point I had never felt it before, but I kind of felt like I was in like the flow state of like just hitting fairways, hitting greens, making putts. I said to my caddy when I marked my ball, I was like, I think I need to know like where I'm at, because I don't know if I need to hold this putt to get to a playoff, hold this putt to win, I wasn't sure. And he told me that I had a 2-shot lead. In my life, I don't think I've ever felt as nervous as I did. When that putt went in, I've never felt a sense of accomplishment like it. Just like being able to get a win over the line and proving to myself that I'm good enough to be there and that I'm able to control myself in a way that allows me to perform at my best level. So one of my biggest goals for the future is obviously to have longevity in my career. I want to make sure that I look after myself off the golf course, stay injury free, and be able to put myself in a position to be able to play golf for a long time, because it's something that I love and something that I want to be able to do for the rest of my life. I want to be able to win on the LET and be a very competitive player. And obviously my short-term goals are going to look different to my long-term goals. For example, this year I want to keep my card. I still want to win, I want to be competitive, and then in the future I want to be able to make the leap and go to the US and play golf there and just ultimately be the best version of myself that I can possibly be, both on and off the golf course. For me, like, beyond being a golfer and beyond being successful on the golf course, I just want to make sure that I'm always the most supportive person to other people in my life, celebrate other people's successes and be on a journey with them as well as them being on a journey with me. So as I move into the next stage of my career, I definitely have a lot of gratitude for everyone that's around me, my family, my friends, sponsors, management team. Without them, I wouldn't be able to be in the position that I am now. Yeah, I hope that they also enjoy being a part of my journey as much as I enjoyed them being a part of my journey.